Whispering Roots, and today I'm here with Chef Mario, and we are going to show you how to make a really easy and delicious veggie and turkey taco. So this is one of my all-time favorite recipes that we have. It uses a ton of veggies, it uses a lot of the stuff that you have in your pantry, and it takes 1 pound of meat, stretches it into a ton of tacos, and also most importantly, it's super delicious. So here are all of our ingredients we're going to use today for our tacos. So instead of ground beef, we are going to use some ground turkey. It's a little bit leaner. Sometimes it's even cheaper than beef, which is really nice. We're going to use a pound of ground turkey. We're going to use some taco shells. We're using hard shells today, but you can use soft shells, corn, flour, whatever you like. We have our veggies. So in order to bulk up our tacos, we are going to add in a bunch of veggies today. So we're going to grate them. We're going to do some zucchini. We are going to do a couple carrots. You could also do sweet potato or peppers or corn, whatever you like. We have garlic. We have an onion. And then for our topping, we're going to go ahead and put some lettuce and tomato on the top. Another thing we're going to add into our tacos are some crushed tomatoes. You could also use diced or whatever canned tomatoes you have. We're going to do some pinto beans. Again, you can use whatever kind of beans you like, black beans or garbanzo beans, whatever. And then we're going to add our spices. We're basically going to do our own kind of taco seasoning. So we have salt and pepper, some cumin, some chili powder, some oregano, and then either some crushed red pepper or some cayenne pepper if you like a little bit of spice.
That's awesome, yeah. I'm very excited for you guys to try this recipe at home. It's delicious, it's chef and dietitian approved, so make sure you get you some, all right? All right, guys, we're gonna start with our carrots first. We're gonna grate our carrots and then we're gonna grate our zucchinis. And why carrots and tacos?
So these carrots and zucchini are a great way to add extra vegetables to your food, and we are grating them today, and that's gonna get them really small, so they're gonna blend right in with the taco meat and all the spices, and you're not even gonna know they're there. So it's a great way to sneak vegetables into your food for your kids, or even if you have a picky husband or wife, it's a great way to get extra veggies in. Make sure when you're doing these vegetables, leave the peel on. So we're not gonna peel our carrots first. We're gonna just wash them really well, and we're gonna peel it with the peel on. There's a lot of nutrition and fiber in that skin, and we don't need to waste it, it's edible, so let's use it. Cool. And then we're also gonna do the same with our zucchini. Make sure you're grating on the large side of the grater so that you get the best kind of texture. The other sides are a little bit too small, and it's gonna take you a lot longer.
For sure. Make sure you have your kids do this too. If you have kids around that can help, this is a great way to get them, integrated into the kitchen, and so that they can start being a part of the cooking process, and that usually gets kids to eat a lot more or try different things if they've been a part of it from the beginning.
Definitely.
For our onion portion, I took the ends off of the onion, and that helped me peel it. And now I have them cut in half. I'm only gonna use half the onion because the recipe calls for 1 whole small onion. So we only really just need 1/2 of a medium to large size onion. We're gonna take our onion in half, and then we're going to bring it closer to us on the board. And we're gonna take the palm of our hand and press down on the onion. And then with our knife, we're just coming almost all the way to the end. We're gonna use about a small to medium dice. We don't cut all the way through. I did about 4 incisions. And now we're gonna take and come straight down. And as you can see, I'm using my knuckle as a guide so that I don't cut my fingertips off. And now we're just gonna, again, use our knuckles and come straight down to get that small to medium dice that we want. And then with the remaining piece of the onion, we just take it and kind of cut it as best as we can to make it be similar size pieces to our other pieces that we already cut.
All right, so now we're gonna chop our garlic. You could of course use already chopped garlic, or if you don't have any fresh, you can use garlic powder too. But I like to use fresh when I can. It has a lot of really good flavor. So all you gotta do to get the skin off is take out a single clove and lay it on your cutting board. Just use either something hard and flat or just the side of your knife, and just give it a good smash. And then the paper will just come right off. And we can discard that part. And then we'll just put our garlic in a little pile here. And then I usually keep my fingertips on top, keep the tip down, and just kind of rotate through until you get it chopped up nice and small. We don't want huge chunks of garlic in our tacos because just getting a really big bite doesn't really taste so good. But when it's small and it mixed all in there, it tastes really delicious. Do as much garlic as you want. You can do, these are pretty big cloves, so we're just gonna do one today, but you could do 2, 3, 4 cloves if you really love garlic too. And just keep chopping, pushing it back together and keep chopping till it's small.
All right, guys, we're at the point where we now have our pan nice and preheated. We have it at high heat. We're gonna add a drizzle of canola oil, then we're gonna add our turkey to that. We're gonna cook the turkey all the way through just to make sure we cook out any impurities, and then after the turkey's finished cooking, we're gonna add our onions, let them sweat in there for about a minute by themselves, and at that point we add all of our veggies and our seasonings. And usually when I have the turkey in there, I actually like to add a little bit of salt and pepper too, just to make sure that the meat itself has a little bit of extra flavor, or it has its flavor enhanced a little bit more. So let's get started. For garnish on our tacos, we can have tomato, lettuce, we have some shredded cheese already, and we're gonna use Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. So just chop your tomatoes and your lettuce as fine or as big as you want them, and that's it.
So our meat is all cooked. We're gonna fill our shells with some of the filling. Got a little bit of the shredded lettuce. We got a little bit of the diced tomato. Use whatever toppings you like on there. Cheese, of course. And then, like Chef Mario said, we are gonna use Greek yogurt today instead of sour cream. So Greek yogurt has protein, it has calcium, it has vitamin D, and you can use a low-fat or a no-fat variety, whatever you like, and it tastes just like sour cream, but sour cream has none of the nutrition of Greek yogurt. So it's a really easy, healthy swap that tastes just as good as sour cream, tastes the same. We're doing hard shells today. If you don't like hard, we can do some flour. We got some corn, whatever you like. This batch typically gets us about 20 tacos, which is pretty incredible for just the 1 pound of meat. So we added all those beans, tomatoes, veggies, got all the nutrition in there, and ended up stretching our tacos to make a lot more than we would have had we just used the meat.
That's right.
All right, and that is it. We hope you enjoyed this recipe. The full recipe is posted in the description below, so go ahead and check it out there, and make sure you like and subscribe to this channel to watch more videos from us.
Hasta luego. Bye, everyone.